Okay, so just close your eyes and just sit comfortably with your arms and your legs uncrossed. And like I said, today's session will be on rejection. So we're going to go all the way back to the root cause of your feelings of rejection and abandonment. And just know that everyone on this planet has experienced some sort of rejection or abandonment. And if these experiences happened early on in life, especially if it's with a parent or other important relationship, you can develop strong fear of rejection. And now we're all afraid of rejection to some degree, but for some people, anything that reminds them of rejection will trigger their fight or flight response. And it can cause problems in their current relationships, like insecurities. So throughout this session, I will be talking directly to the subconscious part of you. And as you know, there's the conscious part of you that thinks, analyzes, judges, interprets, and tries to make sense of things. And there's the subconscious part of you that regulates your automatic systems and functions, including your fight or flight response. So you'll be fully awake the entire time, but you'll be more relaxed and open to the positive suggestions I'm going to give you. And the nature of the conscious mind is that it will naturally drift, might question things, and that's okay. You can notice your thoughts, but when you do, just bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. Keep your focus on my voice and my voice alone. And now I'm going to ask you to open your eyes and tilt your head up slightly and find a fixed object in the distance in front of you. It can be anything as long as it's not moving. Once you find it, focus on it. Fixate on it completely and intensely. Just stare at it, and as you fixate on it, your eyes will start to glaze over. Lock your gaze on this object, and as you completely fixate on it, the more you drift into a natural state of relaxation. The more you stare at the object, the more tired you become, and the more tired you become, the more you stare, and just continue to stare. And now we're going to concentrate on your breathing. So keeping your eyes fixated on the object in front of you, just breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Every time you take a deep breath in, the more relaxed you feel. And the more relaxed you feel, the deeper you breathe. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, breathe out all of the stress, worries, troubles, tensions, fears, and anxieties that you're carrying. Just relax and breathe. That's right. Don't worry about what happened today, yesterday, or the day before. Don't worry about tomorrow. Just stare at the object and breathe. Very easy. And on the next breath in, you'll close your eyes, and on the exhale, you'll let your heavy head rest forward. Breathe in. Close your eyes and breathe out, allowing your heavy head to rest forward, relaxing even further, letting go of all stress, worries, and tension. That's right. And I want you to understand something very important. Every time you breathe in and out, you'll relax like a wave of relaxation, drifting in and drifting out. The deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you get. The more relaxed you get, the better you feel. Drifting down deeper, further, deeper still. And every time I say the word relax, you will go deeply relaxed as if you are asleep. But you will not be asleep. Even if you did want to sleep, you won't, because that's not why you're here. And even though you feel very sleepy, you will be awake the entire time. Not if you understand. Continue to breathe and relax, relax and breathe. In just a moment, I'm going to count to 3, but not yet. And when I reach 3, but not before, you will simply open your eyes and find the object you were staring at moments ago. And as you find that object, you'll immediately close your eyes. 1, 2, and 3. Open your eyes. And as soon as you find the object, your eyes will close, and the deeper and further into relaxation you will go. In fact, every time you open and close your eyes from this point forward, I want you to think of sleep. 1, 2, and 3. Open your eyes, find the object, close your eyes, and all the way down. And one more time, when I ask you to open your eyes, I'll count to 3. You'll open your eyes, look at the object, and when you find it, you'll close your eyes. 1, 2, and 3. And close your eyes. Now straighten your head, and with your eyes closed, roll your eyes up as far as you can until it becomes a little bit uncomfortable. Keeping your eyes rolled up as far as you can, as though you were looking into your eyebrows. Just hold your eyeballs up and keep breathing. Now forget about the position of your eyes and know that every time you feel your eyelids flickering, deep, powerful relaxation is coming over you. And the more your eyes flicker, the deeper and deeper you are going into your subconscious mind. Now I want you to stretch your arms out as though you were riding a bicycle. And imagine that in your left hand you are holding a bucket of water. And I want you to feel in your left hand a bucket of water. And I want you to feel the weight of the water as your left arm becomes heavier and heavier by the second. You can feel the weight of the bucket as your left arm gets heavier. And the weight of the bucket is pulling your arm down, weighing it down, moving it down. And as your left arm travels down, floats down, is pulled down further and further, you are moving deeper and deeper into hypnosis. And your whole body is slowing down, going deeper and deeper into this profound healing and suggestible state. You are deeply suggestible, so much so that even if you try to move your left hand up, it just isn't possible. The harder you try to move it up, the heavier it feels, and the farther down it travels, as though encased in a block of cement. When you can accept this suggestion, you can accept anything. And in this deep suggestible state, you can reprogram your subconscious mind and your nervous system, which is exactly what we're going to do today. All of my suggestions are safe, positive, and healing. And now gently put the bucket down and rest both of your arms in a comfortable position. And with your eyes sealed shut, roll your eyes down slightly as though looking down a flight of stairs. Notice the drifting, floating, airy feeling as you go deeper and deeper into this safe, relaxing, healing, suggestible state. And before going any further, are you ready to tap into your subconscious mind and release all feelings of rejection and abandonment? And just nod if you're ready. And now I want you to notice and imagine that in front of you is a large wooden door. And I want you to know that on the other side of this door is the timeline of your life. And this is the timeline. It's kind of like a path, and on it is everything that's ever happened in your entire life, both the good and the bad. And on this timeline is where all the healing is going to happen. But to get to it, you must cross through a protective blue light. This blue light will keep you utterly safe and secure the entire time. Imagine that you're cocooned in this safe, powerful, protective blue light. It's like a fluffy blue cloud surrounding you, cushioning you, and protecting you. Now, when you're ready, you will just cross over. And when you're on the other side of this doorway, your subconscious mind will do all the work for you. In fact, you don't have to do anything other than focus on the sound of my voice and follow my instructions. Very easy. And now I want you to lend me the use of your imagination and imagine that you're flying yourself up above this exact moment in time. See yourself floating, hovering safely and comfortably over this present moment in time. Look down at yourself, notice yourself below, see the details, what you're wearing, how you're positioned. Float even higher, maybe 100 feet above. And once you can see the whole area around you, just nod. And go even higher. 200, 300 feet, seeing even more of your surroundings. And I want you to notice how safe and free you feel up here. No emotions, no troubles, just freedom. And anytime you feel any negative emotion, all you have to do is float yourself up higher. And the higher you go, the safer you feel. In fact, the higher you float, the safer you feel. And anytime I say higher, you will float yourself up higher. And the higher you go, the safer you feel. And just follow the sound of my voice. In a moment, but not now, you will start to explore your past. And I will ask you to float back in time, staying high above the timeline of your life, reviewing your life as though you were watching a movie on TV. And now imagine you're like a bird flying high above the timeline of your life. And now start flying back in time. Just stay out of the emotion and notice all of the events and experiences you've had in your entire life. Just stay up high and go all the way back to when you were very young. And I want you to go back as far as you can go, and I'm going to stop talking now, and you just take your time and look at all of these events and from this detached emotional state, keeping your bird's eye view high above, I want you to ask your brilliant mind to take you to your childhood home somewhere between the ages of 1 and 7 years old. And if you had more than one home, your subconscious mind will know exactly which home to take you to. And looking down on this home, I want you to notice as much detail as you can about the home you once lived in. See what it looks like on the outside. And then I want you to imagine the inside of the house. And I want you to imagine going into your childhood bedroom and just seeing yourself there as a small child sitting on the bed. And I will ask you some questions, and the answers will immediately pop into your mind without any effort on your part. You don't need to answer out loud, just see, feel, and hear the answers within yourself. Are you happy? Do you feel loved? Are you safe? Who in your life is making you feel rejected? And now I will count back from 5 to 1, and I will ask your subconscious mind to float you to the very first time you felt rejected. This will be the cause, the root of all of your feelings of rejection and abandonment, and once we disconnect them, we'll cause these feelings to disappear. 5, you are drifting back in time, going all the way back to your feelings of rejection. 4, going all the way back to the root event of rejection and abandonment. 3, drawn all the way there. 2, taken back. And 1, you are there. And as I ask a set of questions, your mind will answer them very quickly and easily for you. Are you inside or outside? Is it nighttime or daytime? And if you were to know, how old were you when rejection came into your life? And now the question that matters the most, your mind will answer it with perfect clarity. And all I want you to do is imagine it in your mind. What are you feeling and experiencing? And I'm going to stop talking for 10 seconds while you just imagine and feel what you were feeling back then. Now I want you to float high above this event and out of the emotion. And on the count of 3, but not now, in a moment when I count to 3, I will ask your subconscious mind to treat and correct this root event of rejection and abandonment in the safest, quickest, and most comfortable way possible. And on the count of 3, subconscious mind, I will ask you to treat whatever needs to be treated and to release all of these feelings of rejection. 1, 2, and 3. Now take 5 very deep breaths while your brilliant subconscious mind processes and treats whatever is there. Breathe deeply. As you breathe, just notice the feelings of rejection dissolving, allowing your nervous system to repair and restore itself. And floating high above this event, just keep breathing all the way out of the emotion. And as you look down on this event, I want you to just check and see if the emotion of rejection is still there, if it has disappeared. And just check now. And if it's still there, that's okay, because we are going to do a massive change history on everything from then until now. And again, I'm going to count down from 5 to 1, and I'm going to ask your subconscious mind to take you to another significant time in your life when you felt rejected or abandoned. And your subconscious mind will take you there very easily because it knows where you need repair. 5, you are drifting, floating, being taken to another significant time when you felt rejected. 4, going all the way there. 3, drawn back to that exact moment in time. 2, taken right back to that experience. And 1, you are there. And as I ask a set of questions, your mind will answer them very easily for you. Are you inside or outside? Is it daytime or nighttime? How old are you? And now the question that matters the most. And don't answer this one out loud, just see it, feel it in your mind. What are you feeling and experiencing? And I'm going to stop talking for 10 seconds, and I just want you to feel and experience what you were feeling back then. Now I want to ask if your subconscious mind is ready to let go of these feelings of rejection. Just say your answer out loud. Now I want you to stay high above this event. Pull yourself up high, flow even higher out of the emotion. On the count of 3, but not now. In a moment, when I count to 3, I will ask your subconscious mind to treat and correct this event in the quickest, safest, most comfortable way possible. 1, 2, and 3. And subconscious mind, please treat whatever needs to be treated that will allow the complete release of this feeling of rejection. And I want you to take 5 deep breaths while your subconscious mind processes and treats whatever needs to be treated and sorts everything out for you, smoothing it all over to whatever extent feels good and comfortable. And just keep breathing. There's nothing wrong here. This is simply your subconscious mind safely releasing and repairing your nervous system. Keep breathing and just notice the feelings of rejection dissolving as your nervous system repairs and restores itself. As you float high above this event, just keep breathing. And I want you to check now to see if the feelings of rejection are still there or if it's disappeared. Check now. And if there's still some there, that's okay, because we are doing a massive change history on everything from then until now. And as we review and release all the things that have been keeping you stuck in rejection, your subconscious mind is treating and repairing and sorting it all out for you. And one last time, I'm going to count down from 5 to 1, and you are going to ask your subconscious mind to take you to another significant time in your life when you felt rejected or abandoned. Your brilliant mind will take you there easily. It knows exactly where you need healing. 5, you are drifting, floating, being taken back to a time when you felt rejected. 4, going all the way there. 3 drawn to that exact moment in time, 2 taken right to that experience, and 1 you were there. And as I ask a set of questions, your mind will answer them very easily for you. Are you inside or outside? Is it daytime or nighttime? How old are you? And now the question that matters the most. And I want you to answer this one in your mind. And I want you to imagine, what are you feeling and experiencing? And I'm going to stop talking for 10 seconds while you feel and experience what you were feeling back then. Now ask your subconscious mind if you're ready to let go of these feelings of rejection, releasing you from everything associated to this experiences, and just say your answer out loud. And now stay high above this event and out of the emotion. And on the count of 3, but not now, in a moment, when I count to 3, I will ask your subconscious mind to treat you, correct you, and release all feelings of rejection and abandonment in the quickest, safest, most comfortable way possible. 1, 2, and 3. Subconscious mind, please treat whatever needs to be treated that will allow the complete release of these emotions. And now just take 5 deep breaths. Just let your subconscious mind process and treat whatever needs to be corrected. And that's right, you're doing great. And just notice these feelings of rejection dissolving. And what's interesting here is how quickly your nervous system can repair itself. Just as quickly as it was damaged, your subconscious mind can just as quickly repair it. And just keep breathing. Breathe deeply. And as you continue to breathe, I want you to bring all of these scenes, all of these experiences of rejection into your mind. And as you look at these scenes in your mind, you know exactly where you got your feelings of rejection. It's very clear to you now how, where, why, and when you got these feelings of rejection. And as you look at these scenes, you understand why you held on to these feelings of rejection and abandonment for so long. But you also know that you are no longer that smaller, younger version, and that you no longer need to hold on to any of these feelings of rejection or abandonment. You understand that for the rest of your life, it will never again be necessary for you to feel or hold on to feelings of rejection. And now I want you to float yourself back to the first house that you brought into your mind earlier. And I want you to float yourself back to the bedroom. And when you get there, I want you to float yourself right down into that bedroom. And I want you to see that small version of yourself on the bed, and just gently approach that small version of yourself and just let them know that they're completely safe with you. And they already know this. I want you to upgrade that small child with all of the things that you most wanted and needed to hear back then. And let's just start by saying, you are a gift to the world. You are an amazing person. You are so lovable. I love you exactly as you are. You never have to earn my love. You are always safe with me. I love you completely and unconditionally. I will always have time for you. And I want you to remember that people can try to reject you, but you will no longer take it in, because you know now how lovable and worthy you are, and you will always remember these key words and messages I'm giving you. The positive, safe, voice is going with you, staying with you, and having a powerful, profound, and permanent effect on you, changing your beliefs, your decision, and your programming about yourself. And you will remember these words, and you will know how lovable and worthy you are. And you will have no more interest in holding on to feelings of rejection. You will give yourself positive, validating messages. And as you remember that the truth about you, you can no longer be rejected by others unless you give them your permission. And as you take your power and your energy back, all of those feelings of rejection are shrinking, disappearing, and gone from your life. And everything that ever made you feel rejected is leaving your life and in the past. It's all behind you, and it simply cannot and will not affect you ever again. All fear of rejection and feelings of abandonment are systematically being replaced with feelings of safety, security, and confidence. And now that you've released all of these negative emotions, these feelings of rejection and abandonment, there is a lot of free space inside of you. And now I want you to fill up this free space with things that will serve you better. And I want you to start by thinking about one thing in your life that makes you very, very happy. And I want you to just imagine it, pulling it right into your heart. Just think of that thing that makes you happy. And I want you to think of another thing that makes you happy. And I want you to bring that into you as well. And now I want you to think of something that you feel really grateful for. Something in your life. Maybe it's from right now, or maybe it's last week, or even a month ago. When you can think of this thing that you're very grateful for, just pull it right into your heart on top of those things that make you happy. And now I want you to think of something that makes you feel very proud. And it can be something from a long time ago, something recent, it doesn't matter. But when you find that thing that makes you feel proud, just bring it in on top of those feelings of happiness and gratitude. And just very quickly bring in more thoughts and memories of things that make you happy, grateful, and proud. Just bring it all in and just feel what it feels like as your heart fills up with these thoughts, these memories of happiness, gratitude, and pride. And the last thing, before floating yourself back down to the doorway where you started, I want you to float above the timeline of your life, and like a bird, just floating freely without any heaviness in your body, and just float freely and just see yourself gliding through the air. And this time, instead of floating into the past, I want you to see yourself floating and flying into the future. And just visualize, imagine yourself in 6 months or a year from now. And I want you to see yourself in the happiest, most peaceful state of body, mind, and soul. And I'm going to stop talking while you just see a day in the life. And as you land in your relaxed life, just imagine it. And when you're ready, just float yourself all the way back down to the doorway where you started, and just cross back over. And in just a moment, I will count from 1 to 10. And when I reach 10, you will be feeling fully conscious, feeling so good, so wonderful, and totally awake. And as you come back to your full awareness, my voice is coming with you, staying with you, having a permanent, powerful, and healing effect on you, changing your belief, your decision, and your programming about yourself, allowing your nervous system to relax. Counting from 1 to 10. 1, becoming more alert. 2, coming back to your awareness. 3, wiggling your fingers. 4, wiggle your toes. 5, rub your hands together. 6, becoming more alert. 7, almost there. 8, opening your eyes. 9, totally awake. And 10, fully aware.